Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's been having a good week. All right, well, we will just, I guess, jump right back in and pick up where we last left off. As always, if there's an issue with the volume, please do let me know in the chat. Okay, so we have something new in the living room with Saber. We have something new at the school, which we could check out. We have a new encounter at the harbor with Taiga. We can continue the story at the Haunted Mansion and probably find us another quick death. Or we can head to the shed and talk to Ilya. Wow, we have some choices. Well, since we spent a lot of time with Saber in our last stream, let's head on over to the school and let's go talk to our Sakura over at the archery range. Aw, look at that, we made her happy. We still have some time until class starts. I'll go take a peek at the Kyoto Club. Sakura, who became the new captain, left first thing in the morning today, too. She has her own family matters, yet she even makes my lunch at times. On top of that, she even completes her duties as club president. It's perfect, a fitting name for her. But what is this uneasiness? Either practice ended or there were not too many members to begin with. I only see Sakura and Mitsuzuri inside. I take a bow at the entrance, and just as I'm considering stepping onto the wooden floor, I make out some distant voice and lose my opportunity to retreat.
だと思うんです、先輩。でもそればっかりはマトウの問題だからね。冷たいようだけど、私がどうこう言ったからって解決できるようなもんじゃないでしょ。そうですよね。
Sakura's problem? It seems to be a rather complicated topic, even if I don't have the nerve to interrupt them right now. I sneak back out before they notice me.
エミヤ、さっきの話聞いてたんでしょ？
No? When I left the archery range, Mitsuzuri called out to me from behind. Oh, you noticed?
まあね。マトウからは見えてなかったろうけど。
I see. Thanks for that.
確かにちょっと参ったもんね。
Mitsuzuri says and folds her arms. About Sakura.
違うって。一体感をどうするかって話をしてたんじゃないか。
I'm not sure what she's talking about. Unity?
初めて食べましたって顔。一体感は羊羹の親戚じゃないから。
You've been spending too much time around Fujime. I'm intimately familiar with this kind of bad wordplay.
私が言うのもなんだけど、あの子って自分からガンガン周囲を引っ張ってくタイプじゃないでしょ。いつも一歩引いてみんなの意見を尊重しますってとこあるじゃない？
Is that bad?
いや、これっぽっちも悪くないけど、 でも本人がそのままでいたくないって思ってるから。
Oh, so she has wants as a leader. That's a good thing.
そういう面では私も安心。あえて無難を捨てて高みを目指したいのなら、それは本人の問題でしょ。
I mean, yes, if she wants to get out of her comfort zone, that is totally on Sakura. That sense of unity.
うん。で、例えばマトウがマキレラ級のおみそっぽだったら、みんなで部長を盛り立てようってノリにもなるんだろうけど、近頃はそんな隙も見せないくらいにしっかりしてきたしさ。
If she's too flawless, then the members would be less motivated or something. She nods, a variety of emotions evident.
なんかね、弓道部がみっしりがっちりまとまるようなイベントでもないかって。
A flag, huh? Interesting choice of words there, Mitsuzuri. Revealing something about you, I'd say. But a situation, excuse me, a flag that would bring the club together, huh? As we consider, the bell rings. We should go back to the classroom soon. Are you going to make it back on time dressed like that?
平気平気。私、1限目の講義取ってないから。
Of course she doesn't have class first period. I see. Wait, no, hurry up! Still, big sister Mitsuzuri sure is considerate to come to morning practice and give Sakura advice even after she retired. Sense of unity, huh? Yeah, I'll tell her if I think of something. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go talk to Ryder on the rooftop. Uh-oh, looks like we disturbed her. Lunchtime. I suppose I'll go buy something at the cafeteria and then most likely eat at the student council room or the roof.
なあおい、あれ見たか。すごかったよな。いや、本当にいるもんだな。うちの女どもが合体怪人になっても勝てるかどうか。
They're definitely talking about Ryder.
あんな美人いるんだな。モデル？タレント？
No, she is neither, and you don't want to go there, boys.
いや、異星人、地球にあんな美人はいね
え。Hey now, she is not an alien. That's just rude.
アースでもマーズでもいいけどさ、どっちにしてもなんでそんなビッグなのがうちに来るんだよ。
She has her reasons, okay? I hear such conversation going on. Who could it be? Is someone like a model actually here?
あの髪どれだけ手入れしているのかな。
I know, it's so long and flowing and
だけじゃないわよ。人種違うって
and
感じ。
wonderfully lush.
あーもう
She's got great hair. I love Ryder's hair.
手足長すぎ。私すれ違うだけで恥ずかしかったな。
頭小さかったよね。8頭身以上あるって感じでさ。
Well, I mean, this is the appraisal of the girls that I hear. I feel like the more that I head downwards, the more I hear whoever it is being talked about. With this much information gathered, I can only think of one candidate. But why is she at Hamurahara? I have a bad feeling about this.
それは残念です、シロ。私が嫌な予感の根幹でしょうから。
Cool voice descends from above me. Everyone surrounding me buzzes with excitement. Who are you? My voice cracks at my first response.
いきなりとぼけられても困るのですが。
Her tone is cool. With a cloth-wrapped bundle in her hand, Ryder blocks my way. I can't get through, or rather, even if I did run away, I'd probably just get captured right away. Oh, sorry, that's just my knee-jerk reaction as a student. If possible, I wanted to pretend like I didn't know you.
つれないですね、シローは。いつもはもっと気持ちのこもった挨拶をしてくださるというのに。
Oof. The spectators roar with surprise. I can feel the knife-like thoughts of those around me as if they were spoken aloud. Why is she at Hamurahara? There are so many beautiful girls around Emiya. Wasn't there a blonde? Not to mention Tosaka and Mato's little sister. Come to think of it, even Ryodu is good-looking, etc. I feel small and like I'm being raked over the coals. My heart cracks from the scrutiny. Well, I'm at school right now, so there's a certain way I have to behave as a student. So, what do you want, Ryder?
はい。忘れ物を届けに参りました。
Aw, I hear she was doing us a favor and you're being all mean. What the hell, Shiro? Whoa, an older wife. Another older wife type, like the one with Mr. Kazuki. No, you do not want, nobody wants a mother like Castor. Come on. Even as a joke, that's really pushing it. Can't you guys at least start with an older sister, a younger brother relationship? Me, I didn't forget anything.
正確には、さくらの忘れ物を届けに来たのですが。
Why didn't you say that instead of saying something I forgot? Come on, Ryder. Ryder takes a glance around the area. Since her beauty is so overpowering, the spectators retreat, like how a low tide moves away from the shore. The third-year hallway, despite being lunch break, goes silent.
ここでは話しにくいかと。どこかいい場所がありませんか？
Let's go to the rooftop. The number of students eating lunch at the rooftop during this season isn't small, but it's better than the spectators that surround us here. I don't know which part of my body was doing the walking as I pushed through the crowd. I guess here's is good. Man, I'm impressed you were able to get inside, Ryder.
この校舎に入り込むことでしたら造作もありません。
Probably not. She can just take her spirit form and pretty much go wherever the hell she wants. I feel like she's missing the point, but whatever. Ryder, who came to the rooftop, is still holding the bundle. You said it was Sakura that forgot. But what does that have to do with me?
これはシローの分の昼食です。
There's a lunchbox inside the cloth that Ryder offered. Oh, I see. That's why she was looking for me. Did Sakura make my lunch but wasn't able to give it to me or something?
いえ、さくらの分とシローの分の両方を忘れていったのです。そこで私が
Wow.
届けに来ました。
Sakura forgot
さくらは
both
す
our
ぐに
lunches? That is highly unlike Sakura. I bet she found her around the Kyoto Club. She's been busy assuming the position of captain, so she must have forgotten. Not like her at all.
さくらは手が離せないそうで、シロー宛ての配達を頼まれました。
See, thanks. I'm grateful that I get to eat lunch that Sakura made. I open the lid while expressing my thanks. Ground meat bowl, eh? octopus-shaped sausage, bunny-shaped apples.
感謝は私ではなくさくらにお願いします。
That's true, but you came to deliver it. Before I knew it, Ryder is sitting in front of me too. I thought she would leave like the wind once she delivered the lunch, but today was different. Ryder?
シロウが食べ終わるまで待とうかと思いまして。
I accidentally swallowed the apple that I put in my mouth hole.
さくらとシロウの弁当箱を回収して帰ろうかと思いまして。さくらにもその旨は伝えてあります。
I guess it would become extra luggage for me, but that's... Ryder is right in front of me. And a suffocating atmosphere drifts in just with that. I feel as if I'm being monitored by a teacher not to leave any food that I don't like unfinished. Ryder,
はい、何でしょうか。
do you want some? I offer her an octopus sausage held between my chopsticks.
いえ、それはシロウの昼食です。
You don't need lunch?
私の食事のことはさして気にせずに。
Even if she says that, it doesn't feel right eating by myself. I want to share some with Ryder, but unfortunately there's only one set of chopsticks. I guess we're just gonna have to feed her then. I'm down with that. Alright, got it. Wait right here. Oh, we're gonna go get her some, huh? I close my lunchbox and start running.
シロウ？
Stay right there and protect my lunch, Ryder. Oh, here's a ham sandwich and strawberry milk.
これは何でしょうか。
I just told you it's a ham sandwich and strawberry milk. Come on. Open your ears, Ryder. I got you lunch. I hand over a bag from the cafeteria.
いえ、ですから私には昼食は不要。
I wouldn't know how to fill the time if you don't eat. If you want to wait until I'm done with lunch, give up and keep me company. I'm sure it would be uncomfortable if she just sat there staring blankly at me while I ate. With perplexed expression, Ryder takes the triangular sandwich out of the bag.
おかしなことを言いますね、シロウは。
Should say odd things. Consider it a tip for coming all the way here.
わかりました。そういうことでしたら、ありがたくいただきます。
Ryder finally seems convinced. I can eat Sakura's homemade lunch in peace now. Ryder is also nibbling on her sandwich. Oh, we don't get visuals for that? How terribly unfortunate. That would be so damned adorable. I'm sure there's some art of it on the interwebs somewhere. Well, I suppose nibbling isn't quite the right word. It's far more elegant. It's more elegant than that. She finishes her meal in 5 bites, but there's something cool in the way she manages to put it away. I don't think she ought to maybe savor the meal a little more, though. Nah, she doesn't savor her meals.
箸が止まっています。
Nah, I was busy watching you eat. My bad. Oh, yeah. What a distracting lunch. Ryder stares at the straw as she drinks her milk.
シロウ、先ほどから気もそぞろですね。
I hurriedly bury myself into finishing my lunch. Man, I'm a little embarrassed by all this. Should I have eaten by myself?
ごちそうさまでした。
She must have been carefully keeping pace with me as she finishes at the same time I do. Me too, yeah, that was good. Tell Sakura I said it was good.
はい。それでは、さくらの分を回収に行きます。
As if by magic, Ryder crosses the roof in an instant. As I was admiring her hair and ribbon fluttering in the wind, she looks back as she opens the door.
今日のお気遣いを感謝します。シェロ。
Sure, I'm happy to do this anytime. Now I should get back to class. Why is Elia in the student council room? Like, honestly, why is Elia in the student council room? Class ended, and it's almost time to leave. There's still time until work, so I'll ask Ize if there's anything to do. Usually there's always something or another he hasn't gotten around to yet. Oh, it's happy Ilya. Oh, everybody loves a happy Ilya. You're not gonna do the eye thing where you turn me into a mindless slave, are you? Please don't. The hell? I can't help but rub my eyes. Has Ilya really snuck in? And not even in the range? Ilya, what are you doing here?
遊びに来ちゃった。お兄ちゃん。
Ilya laughs as she clings to me. When I look around, I find everyone's eyes on me like I'm a criminal. I'm being hugged by a small silver-haired girl with scarlet eyes. It's okay though. She's canonically 18? Yes, canonically 18. No one has realized. The underclassmen won't even look at me despite my panic, nor at Ilya, standing a little below chest height before me. What's going on?
簡単よ。通行人の視界と視線を無作為にそらしてるだけ。視界を占拠して完全に違う画像を見せると矛盾が発生するからね。こう。
My God. Ilya just cast an illusion on the entire hallway of students. My word, what a... Ilya turns her face and eyes away and shows me.
視線を外にずらして回ってるということ。これなら多人数相手でも簡単にできるわよ。
They can't help but look somewhere else, so nobody notices. I see, it's a magecraft skill. It's just like Ilya to do something of the sort. There's no problem if she's hanging out at the Kyoto Club, but she would need approval of the faculty or admin in the school building.
何事だエミヤ。先ほどから扉の前で騒がしい。
I'm causing no commotion. Ize, the boss of the student council room, makes a sudden appearance. And instead of me, he's looking straight at Ilya. Is the spell not working? Hey, Ize. Just when I thought Ilya's magecraft had activated and Ize was deceived by an illusion, Ilya bows gracefully.
お見苦しいところをお見せして申し訳ありません。私はイリアスフィールと申します。突然の訪問でお騒がせしたこと、ヒラにご容赦ください。
ご丁寧な挨拶。 伊丹イリオス。当校の生徒会長を
Didn't
務め
even
させてい
bother
た
with
だ
the
いている
fact that she snuck in because her greeting was so goddamn polite. Oh man. Ilya just wraps everyone around her damn little finger.
お話
That
は素人に
smug little
伺っておりま
grin.
すね、お兄ちゃん。
In the blink of an eye, she goes from making a polite introduction to reversing her tone straight to the usual impish Ilya. And then she even throws her arms around my waist. The suspicion doubled at once. When Ilya clings to me, I feel a cold sweat start to form. You know shit. Every time she does this, it never ends well. Ise, it's too long a story. See,
そうだよ一世。シローは私のお兄ちゃんなんだからね。
it's about the short version. Ise's cold stare is direct contrast to Ilya's warmth. And I'm caught in the middle, in danger of collapse from the extreme temperatures to either side.
お兄ちゃんか。エミヤ。
Yes, actually. Big brother, legally, morally, and all the other things. Big brother, yes. Yeah, that's, again, a long story.
ちょっとこっちに来い。
This time I'm pulled away from Ilya and brought to the corner of the student council room.
エミヤ。あのイリアス・フィールさんは妹にしては随分偉人さんに見えるが。
Not my younger sister, that's just it. Shiro is the younger brother. Let's put it that way. Well, she's actually the daughter of my old man. You remember that I'm adopted, right, Ise?
そうであったか。
Yeah. She's actually my older sister, not younger sister. She must have thought he'd overstepped into my private life. He must have thought he'd overstepped into my private life. The Emiya family's relationships are definitely more complex than most.
義理の妹というわけか。それゆえにお兄ちゃんと。
No. I'm the adopted brother and she's the big sister. That's how it is, unfortunately.
いや、そうであったな。エミヤがよもや犯罪に走るとは考えにくいからな。全罪全罪。
Dare you imply that that's just... Ew. A crime, huh? Well, I can't deny that it's suspicious for Ilya to be around clinging to me, big brother.
だがな、エミヤ。いいかんぞ。あの妹君はだな。遠坂と同じ顔。
Oh, you think? Oh, she's far worse than Tosaka. Far worse. If you're interested in knowing just how much worse she is than Sakura, by all means, go back and watch the VOD of my playthrough of Stay Night. That will tell you everything you need to know about Ilya. He's oddly sharp. It isn't that he can sense spirits. It's like he has an eye for observation that he has developed over many years.
エミヤに遠坂だけでも頭が痛いのに、あの妹君も定めしエミヤを惑わすのであろう。
Oh, she's far worse than Tosaka. You have no idea.
聖堂を見失えば、暗や夢中を行くがごとく、足元の名門の感激に落ちるのはたやすい。だからこそ、六根長城を保って。
Honestly, I'm not sure if I should be insulted.
ひどいこと言われてるわね、シロー。
It depends on your perception of what he's saying and which end of the statement you happen to be standing on. If you're on the receiving end, yeah, could be considered rude. Ilya comes out of nowhere, and in a bad mood, too. She must be more angry at the fact that she was called the same kind as Tosaka, rather than me being warned of a slippery path.
でも一星、あなたは一つ勘違いしているわ。
I don't like... She's plotting. Oh god.
リンだけ特別なんじゃなくて、女の子はみんな魔性の生き物なのよ。
All girls are... Ah, it's so true. It is so true.
何を申されるかと思えばそのようだ。
あなたの尊敬するあのクズキもね、悪い魔女に騙されてるのよ。
You shouldn't have told him that. Ilya, you need to leave some things unsaid. Oh my god. The devilish kid even has a relaxed smile on her face. I'm afraid to imagine what she'll be like as of an adult if she's already putting on that charm. She's canonically 18, everyone!
何を言うかと思えばキャスターさんを足ざまに言うのは気に入らぬし
She's canonically 18 at the beginning of Fate Stay Night, so just chill.
そうね、お堅いクズキならともかく、私のお兄ちゃんはもう身も心も私にメロメロだからね。
I disagree with that statement emphatically. And with that bold, misleading statement, Ilya throws her arms around me without any consideration for the condemnation in Ise's gaze. Hey, Ilya!
ソモさん、やはりか。やはりエミヤが引きつけるのは魔性の娘か。
もうお兄ちゃんは私のもの。リンにもセイバーにもあげないんだから。
Let's not tell Ilya that Shiro's already technically been with both of them. Calm down.
ああ、面白かった。一星ってからかいがいがあるわね。キャスターやリンの気分がちょっと分かっちゃった。
Ilya nods in satisfaction now that she's had her damn fun. After that, I somehow calmed as a panicked Ise. After that, I somehow calmed a panicked Ise over tea, and Ilya was allowed to stay. Ise's a horrible creature, dive bomber, blowing Ise away with a problematic or tricky statement every time. Or horribly accurate. Wow. Having issues with my merds. They're getting all wixed. He gets a nervous breakdown dealing with Tosaka. So don't bully him. He has it tough, alright. Ilya struts through the school with composure, and the others aren't looking at her. I want to feel that I'm okay with this, but it really is unnatural.
もちろん分かってるわよ。
I know that, of course.
シロが嫌だっていう
I
こと
try
は
not to do things I know you're not a fan of. This really was one of those times. Anyway, Ise got the wrong impression. I'm sure I need to clear up any misunderstandings later. I'm sure there's a bunch of
そんなの
them.
必要ないのに。私、なんにも嘘 なんか言ってないんだし、一斉に話したことは全部本当だもの。
True. Well, opinions on Saber and Tosaka aside, saying that I'm yours is... Even for showing affection towards your sibling, it's going a little too far.
だってお兄ちゃんは私のお兄ちゃんでしょ。ならずっと昔、生まれた時から私のものなんだから。あ、それともそう思ってるのは私だけなのかな。
You might be the only one that thinks a lot of things, Ilya. No, that's... Suddenly I'm painfully aware of where I've thought wrong. Ilya means I'm hers in that way. Even if we're not connected by blood, she really sees me as her brother. Sorry, Ilya. That's true. I'm your old...
なんてね、白ったら単純。
Damn it. Damn it. We've been twicked again. She got me again. Am I going to continue to be teased by Ilya my whole life? Short answer, yes.
でも信頼してるのは本当よ。困ってるお兄ちゃんの顔を見るのは面白いけどね。悩みすぎてるのを見ると、私が助けなきゃって自然に思えるわ。
Gee, thanks. You know what? Do you mind saving somebody else for a change?
だからやっぱりシローはシローで、私がいなきゃダメだって、そういう意味でもお兄ちゃんは私のものなの。
Sometimes I wonder how that mind of hers actually functions. I give up and drop my shoulders. Well, if that's the reason, then being hers is something I can take a bit of pride in. I think.
シロー、どこに行くの？
The Kyoto Club. If you come, they'll serve tea for you. Fujine introduces Ilya to the Kyoto Club members. She's a foreign lady, so there's no doubt they would treat her with great hospitality.
ああ、さくらのところね。キャプテンなのよね。弓道部の。私もこの前相談されたわ。人の上に立つ術とか、リーダーの振る舞い方とか。
Ilya brings up something interesting. She's blessed with a feeling of nobility, so Sakura must have wanted to hear what she had to say. I appreciate when you help Sakura even more than me.
もちろん。お姉さんとして、可愛い弟分妹分の面倒を見なくちゃね。
At least she admits she's the big sister.
まったく。
She's a horrible sister, but you
手間
know,
のかかる妹分までいるんだか
she
ら
is the big
大
sister.
変よね。
Big sister. Ilya's habit of acting mature. Also, grown little sister must be referring to Fujine. Yes, Fujine does act like a little sister.
それにイリアさんも。こんにちは、さくら。見学しに来たけど、上がらせてもらっていいかしら。はい、どうぞどうぞ。先輩はいかがですか？
Well, about that. I already fulfilled my objective of bringing Ilya here, so I had no real reason to join them. Oh, no, please. Take care of Ilya. I still have a lot to do.
あ、そうですか。では、また後で。じゃあね、お兄ちゃん。
Bye, ladies. She sees me off with a smile. Now, I'm reluctant to leave, but I pretend like I'm going to work. Hello? Oh my. I guess we go to sleep for today. Wow, that's... Ah, come on. Here we go. Okay, so nothing at the school. Holy crap. So we have something new at the Ryoto Temple. And story progression at the Tosaka residence and in the park. Let's hit up the Ryoto Temple and let's go talk to Castor.
何をしているんだ、エミヤ。
Cleaning the floor, as you can see. What else would I be doing? I mean, seriously. I wring the rag, which releases a stream of dirty water into the bucket.
いや、それはわかるが。なぜエミヤがうちのお堂の雑巾がけをしてい
Honestly,
る
I'm
の
not
か。
entirely sure why I'm
今
cleaning
一
your
つ理
temple
解が
either.
できないのだ。
But I am, so this is kind of what we're doing. Oh, that? I was exercising earlier, going up and down the temple's stone steps to strengthen muscles I don't normally use. And Ize's older brother showed up.
おう、シロ君。掃除などいかがかな？
Reikan agreed with my desire to keep my body strong and asked me to help clean the temple. I was led through the mountain gate, giving Assassin a slight bow as I passed his usual guard post. Just when I thought Reikan might have me sweep leaves in the yard, he led me further into the temple and that's when he asked me to clean the temple floor.
なぜ断らなかったのだ。
When has Shiro ever said no to anyone? Because you guys always help me out too, so it's actually pretty fun, by the way. How in the hell can scrubbing a floor with a rag be any kind of entertaining? Ize sighs. No shitty sighs. Like, seriously. Is he fed up with me? I'm not sure exactly.
いや、生徒会のことで散々頼っている俺が言えることではないか。
It really was just a sign.
し
Or
かし、
sigh.
頼まれればお前は
ね
友人宅の掃除まで引き受けるというのか？
That depends. I cleaned Tosaka's place before. When I mentioned that she gave me a spare key, Ize looks utterly despondent. What's wrong?
いや、エミヤにそのような仕事まで押し付ける遠坂に対する怒りよりも、結果的に遠坂と同じことを頼んでいるという現状にやや。
Well, I mean, she's kind of away right now. Chill, dude. Somebody has to clean her house while she's in London. I'm Tosaka's magecraft apprentice, though. Cleaning my mentor's house just comes with the territory. Yeah, it kind of does. Cleaning up your own messes isn't just logical, it's important.
失礼する。霊感からエミヤに差し入れだが、一休みする前に手を洗ってくる方が先だな。
Sure. You're not gonna punch me again, are you? Mr. Kazuki appears holding a tray. I see that there's tea and snacks on it. I do a double take and realize that the snacks are fancy kind you buy for guests, a cut above what I'd serve at home.
総一郎兄、霊感兄は来ないのですか？
ああ。 檀家の方が来られたので、そちらの相手に回っている。エミヤと一星、二人で食べなさい、とのことだ。
Thanks, I'll wash my hands then. Should I come back here?
神仏の前では落ち着かないか。では私の部屋にしよう。あいにく来客用の部屋は使用中だ。
I don't wanna. A bizarre scene unfolds before me. We sit with the tray in Mr. Kazuki's room sipping tea. Perhaps he personally served us tea because the temple put him in charge of entertaining visitors. But I just can't relax around him. I scan the room. It's a plain Japanese-style room furnished with a collection of cabinets and a ship in a bottle that seems out of place. The bottle is the big kind you'd find European spirits. It's not the typical 1.8-liter Japanese variety. What's in all these drawers anyway? Until now, I forgot, but Mr. Kazuki must share this room with his newlywed wife, Castor. Wait, when did that happen? I can only assume they contain...
エミヤ、茶だ。
Mr. Kazuki's voice snaps me back to reality. I accept the warm teacup and savor its aroma. As I suspected, they do use some premium tea here after all. I taste the tea and snacks, not wanting to seem impolite. They really do taste different after a hard day's work, and the tea is delicious. I bet Saber would be happier if I took some home to share with her.
随分と嬉しそうだが、気に入ったのか?
Oh, is it showing on my face? Ise nods. Mr. Kazuki keeps drinking his tea, impassive as always.
確かその菓子ならまだ残っていたな。いくらか持って帰るか。
I feel bad though. I always did wipe your... I feel bad though. I always did wipe your floors a little.
別に構うまい。
Just as I'm about to escape his goodwill, the door slides open.
総一郎様、お食事の準備ができました。あら。
Castor appears holding a tray. She looks confused to see me.
一星君はともかく、どうして坊やがいるのかしら？
Stuff happened? That's all I feel like saying. It would be a hassle to explain the sequence of events all over again. More importantly, I'm curious what's on the tray she sat down on the table next to us. It's probably today's lunch. Did you make that, Castor?
そうよ。何か文句でもあるのかしら。
I was just asking. Is cooking, difficult for you? Oh my god, what an adorable... That's an adorable face if I ever saw one. The food's burned and the juices are making a mess all over the plate. I won't go into the details, but it's a spectacle to say the least. There's yellow and red where there shouldn't be, and I'm not even sure how to respond to the purple.
何よ。そんな風に言うからには、当然坊やは料理ができるんでしょうね。
But he does.
ああ、エミヤの飯はうまいですよ。
Ise doesn't hesitate to interject.
どうして
Aw,
一
you're
星
gonna
君
make
が
poor
そこで
Castor
答えるのか
sad.
しら？
エミヤの飯を食ったこともありますし。
It would be more accurate to say he enjoys it all at the same time in the student council room. Still, I can't believe that Castor isn't good at cooking. She was originally a princess, a royalty who never had to cook for herself, so she must be trying really hard now. What kind of heroes known for their cooking skills anyway? That would be Archer. And Benny Enma. I guess that red one? The one with the tan skin and white hair.
うん。エミヤは料理が得意なの。
Yes, he is. I guess you could say that. I've always lived on my own, so I can at least manage the basics. Mr. Kazuki looks unusually competitive for a moment.
キャスター、自分の技術に引け目を感じるのであれば、エミヤに教えを受けてみてはどうだ。
But what if I hit on your gorgeous wife? And drops a bombshell of a suggestion.
Huh?
Right? The rest of us gasp in unison unintentionally.
無論、二人が了承すればの話だが。
He continues as if he didn't even notice our reaction.
総一郎様がそうおっしゃるんでしたら、私は構いませんけど。
え？
This time, only 2 draws drop. Ize and I didn't expect Castor to agree. You're right? All eyes turn to focus on me. They're still waiting for me to answer. I don't particularly mind.
決まりだな。妻によく教えてやってくれ、エミヤ。
Yeah, no worries. She's in good hands. So I guess we're teaching, Castor how to cook now. This ought to be fun. I leave Ryoto Temple with the snacks Ize gifted me. How do I put this? Life sure comes at you fast, huh? What should I teach her then? Right? Where do you start? I guess we'll go talk to Ize in the student council room. Before we go into winter, I finish inspecting the heater that wasn't working and go back to the student council room. I would usually be with Ize, but it seems he has some student council work, so I go around by myself. Hey Ize, I'm mostly finished. When I open the door, there's Ize and Mitsuzuri inside? Shed, but... This combination is rare, but it's also rare that they're sitting close enough to each other that their shoulders are touching. A saving hand reaches out to my frozen mind. She looks like a devil in red clothes, but I don't care at this point. I would even grab the straw while drowning.
いいシロ。人の恋路を邪魔するやつは馬に蹴られても死ねないのよ。当然、痛みは据え置きで。
That's brutal. It depends on the time and place, but I wish I could be allowed to die if I had a fatal injury. Sorry for interrupting. Bye. I obey the revelation and close the door. Phew, that was close. Man, I didn't think Ize and Mitsuzuri were like that. Well, those two wouldn't make any mistakes. I feel my stomach drop as I want to go straight home.
待てエミヤ、どこに行くつもりだ？
I was planning on going home, dude. Well, I was thinking of going home since I finished what you asked me to do.
エミヤ、いいから戻んなさい。
But I don't wanna. Huh? But aren't I interrupting? Yeah.
うるさい。つべこべ言わないの。
Wait, what? The two of them dragged me back to the student council room. Oh, so it was a misunderstanding. You should have just said so.
言う前にあんたが誤解したまま出てったんでしょうが。反省なさい、反省。
So it's my fault? Mitsuzuri looks like she's smiling, but not smiling at all deep down. It must be because they're friends, but she's similar to Tosaka. I feel like Sakura has also been smiling the same way lately. It must also be because they're siblings that she started to be similar to Tosaka. Is there just going to be a bunch of Tosakas around me? God, I hope not. We're just imagining everybody as turning into Tosaka, and it's a terrifying thought, actually. Yeah, I also think that would be the end of the world. So, what are you guys doing? Then, when I look closely, there are a large amount of documents laid out on the desk. It looks like they were having some kind of meeting.
文化祭の打ち合わせをだ。
Ah, yes, the cultural festival. Oh, I see. But why is Mitsuzuri with you? Is there some problem with the Kyoto Club?
そりゃ私が文化祭の実行委員だからじゃない。
You do. Wow. It's because I'm a cultural festival executive committee member. That is a freaking mouthful. Oh, really? The two of them sigh at my response.
ちなみに、その調子じゃ覚えてないかもしれないけど、エミヤも実行委員の一人よ。
You're right, I didn't remember. My bad, I totally forgot.
まあ、まだ活動が始まってないから構わん。
Okay. The cultural festival. Outsiders can participate, so Saber and Ryder can most likely come and hang out. I bet it would be Ilya's first time, so she'll probably make a fuss unless I bring her.
ともかく、今はそういうわけだ。こっちの準備があるので、備品修繕はエミヤに頼むだけ頼むが、俺はついていけないのだ。申し訳ない。
It's fine. It's better you attend to your own stuff. So the condition of the heaters, that I saw so far, as I'm reporting about the heaters that I checked on, Mitsuzuri is looking over here. What is it, Mitsuzuri?
いやー、エミヤって最近普段に輪をかけてぼーっとしてるところがあるから、準備が始まった時にも忘れてやしないかと思って。
I never noticed. I can't argue back, since I had forgotten about the cultural festival and about being an executive committee member.
あいわかった。三つ釣りの不安ももっともなことだろう。エミヤ、そこで文化祭たるものを語って聞かせてやろう。
Huh?
ああ、そりゃいいわね。エミヤが二度と忘れないようにしてやってちょうだい。
任されよ。
In other words, are you telling me to go home with you today?
そうよ。バイトとかないんでしょ？
I don't. I wouldn't have to come over to help out if I did. Mitsuzuri nods, satisfied. Well, it shouldn't be like a lecture or anything, and I hadn't gone home with Ize lately, so I don't mind.
で、リュウドはなんでそんなに嬉しそうなのよ。
Yeah, I wondered that too.
ん？そんなことはないぞ。
He seems overly happy that I'm coming back with him.
いや、ないわけではないが、それも普段より迷惑をかけているエミヤのために役立てるとなればこそであって。
ああ、はいはい、わかったわ。それじゃあエミヤ、引き続き備品の修理に行ってくれる？体育倉庫に壊れたまま放置されてる空調機があるんだって。リュウドは私と体育連の出し物の続きね。弓道部まだ出し物が決まってないんだけど。
I get kicked out of the student council room. Nothing I can do about it. It's past the point of no return, so I'll focus on repairing the equipment until Ize is done with his work.
エミヤ、待たせたな。
I mean, no worries, dude. Oh, I just finished too. Don't worry about it.
すまん、三つ釣り。なぜか議題を引き延ばしおってから。まったく、弓道部のケーキショップなど許可できるわけがなかろう。
Fighting with Mitsuzuri, huh? Oh, hairball. Sorry about that, guys. These things happen when you're a cat. You get hairballs sometimes. Yeah. What is the judo club gonna do?
なんでもアルミホ、違うな。アンなんとかいうファミリーレストランのパロディだそうだ。ケーキ専門というのはなかなかに面白いのだが、あいにく飲食系はリミットいっぱいでな。弓道部には悪いが、11日までに再提出ということになった。
So that's what happened. The Kyoto Club has it hard, but so does the student council president, who has to deal with that. Good job being a student council president in an unappreciated role that works outside school hours, huh, Ize?
なに、お山は常に時間外労働だ。それに比べればさしたることはあるまい。
I feel like his demeanor would be fit for some administrative position at some company instead of a temple.
どうするエミヤ、まっすぐに帰るか。
Come to think of it, we haven't gone home together recently. When we were first years, it was with Shinji or Ize. With Shinji, it was to hang out, and with Ize, we had the same way home. Now, why don't we go to Shinto for the first time in a while, Ize? It's fine if you have to help me, It's fine if you have to help out at home, though.
そういうエミヤこそ養い口が多いだろう。構わないのか？
Do have a lot of mouths to feed. We worry about those around each other, but we aren't getting anywhere. Ize is looking over here with his usual expression.
こんな論議で時間を潰しても仕方あるまい。シントに行くぞ。
I guess we're going to Shinto. Got it. What should we do? Maybe a movie? But that would take up too much time.
猫歩くとタイガー道場劇場版か。評判を聞いたことがあるか、エミヤ。
Neko Arc or Tiger Dojo, the movie? Oh my god. I have not heard reviews for either, but I promise you Neko Arc would be an absolute gutbuster. From what I heard, they're both chaotic. I could see that. I could definitely see both of those title movies being very, very chaotic.
なるほど。悲劇か。
Apparently, those who went to watch it themselves say tragedies, though. I wonder what we should do. We're both bad at the arcade, and something like the pool would be way out of the question. As I was thinking, Ize suggested something.
エミヤ、自分はお山の暮らしが長いゆえに少々甘味を欲していてだな。ベルデに行っても構わぬか。
Oh, they have a bookstore too. Why don't we go there? We casually decide on a destination. We also were hanging around aimlessly in the past, so I guess this is fine. But for him to be deprived of sweets and meats, his life in the mountains must be tough.
エミヤは参考書や過去問題集は買わないのか？
Oh, I forgot about those things. As we talk while I look at the magazine in front of the bookstore. Things like reference books or study books are the model student Ize's forte. Do you have any recommendations, Ize?
それなりにあるのだが、今までエミヤに参考書の類は一通り案内したと思うがな。
That's right. Fujine and Ize are the busybodies when it comes to those things. Tosaka does care about my studies, but she also always teaches me things about magecraft.
まったく、他の同級生は予備校だ模試だと大変だろうに。その辺エミヤは太平楽を決め込みすぎていて不安だ。
If only I was as smart as you. Oh right, you're going to climb the mountain, huh? Yeah, I heard about that. That he was going to train at Ryodo Temple after graduation. That's why he's fine with the insane situation of being student council president for 3 years.
主情の安堵に覆わんと、我が身のおほけなくも願い、黒染めに身を包んで、ソマ屋にいおりを結ぶ所存だ。
Sounds terribly boring. What? A hut? Even though the temple is so big?
何？第一にエミヤの所持成就を願うことにするからな。大船に乗ったと思うがいい。
Gee, thanks. Ize laughs joyfully. I can't tell where I'll be heading, but I'm relieved if my friend is praying for my safety. There's something I want to buy. What about you? There's nothing I
あ
want
い
to
にく
buy.
と俺もな。それでは下に向かうとしよう。
Oh yeah, there's like obinyaka and soft serve. There's an eating area on the side of the food section underground. Ize seems to like that spot. I wonder if he likes the feeling of hiding and eating.
エミヤ、お前の大判焼きの好みは何だ？
The whole red bean paste.
満点とはいかぬが合格だ。ここでチーズやカスタードといったら、エミヤに罰作を与えて共同せねばならぬところであった。
Apparently he's craving very specific sweets. I bet Ize would get mad if you made him a crepe. If it were Tosaka, it'd be jam obenyaki or crazy stuff like that.
よしよし。特別に俺からこしあんをおごってやろう。
I owe you one. If Ize climbs the mountain, I shall bring him manaka, or bean jam filled with wafers. I put the obenyaki in a bag, after all, and head home while eating. It is a wonderful down-to-earth taste that doesn't put a dent in the wallet, even when buying them as souvenirs.
そうだエミヤ、来週もいろいろ付き合ってもらうぞ。
It would be taiyaki or something this time.
うん、それも悪くはないのだがな。今回は文化祭が優先だ。実行委員としての心得、順々と解いてやらねばなるまい。ま、とりあえずは明日からだな。今日は大判焼きに免じて見逃すとしよう。
Dude, I forgot again. I ended up going home with Ize like this because Mitsuzuri got mad at me in the first place. Man, I'm forgetful. Especially when it comes to the cultural festival. It's almost as if... I'm intentionally trying not to think about it. But well, I guess it's good I remembered. I'll do my best with fresh mindset starting tomorrow, Ize.
ああ、頼むぞ。文化祭となれば、エミヤに手伝ってもらうことは山のようにあるからな。どれ？
Ize says as he puts 3 openyaki inside my bag.
これが報酬の前払いだと思ってくれ。
It's not like I'm working for openyaki.
まあまあ、記者を拒むのはよくはない。いつもエミヤには何かと苦労をかけているからな。
Ize nods in agreement with himself. It's like it's a given that I've helped him out. It's like it's a given that I've helped him out if Ize is struggling, or rather, it's already become a routine. Well, I'm also not incentive enough to return this right back to him. I see. Well, I'll accept it as an offering then.
エミヤ大明神様か。そうだ。再選と明神権現といえば、こういう話をエミヤは知ってるか。
Ize must want to show off his knowledge as he begins to talk. Of course, there's no way I would know, so I shake my head.
昔な、この川には龍神がいてだな。古くは神を鎮める祭儀が行われていたんだ。
Wow, I didn't know. Where there's things about dragon gods and so on, the ritual of the fall festival? I go to the fall festival and the Tori no Ichi, the festival celebrating coming of winter at Ryodo Temple, but I never heard of such an origin. Ize's family owns a temple, so he seems to be knowledgeable about ancient rituals. I nod, a sponge taking in all manner of knowledge.
いや、今の祭礼とは関係はない。竜道寺の僧が法力で荒ぶる竜神を3日3晩の家事祈祷の末に釈伏したという話だ。構想なき後に、深山の民が秋になると竜神を鎮めた構想の徳をしたって。
Wait, I remember hearing that there have only ever been a few people with such spiritual power at the temple. We don't really know what happened in the distant past. I bet lots of different traditions have been mixed up over time.
どうした？つまらぬ話だったか、エミヤ。
No, it's interesting, but there's a dragon god in this river, huh? I don't feel any presence even as I stare at the surface of the water. Most of all, I feel like it would be difficult for the dragon god to live in this muddy river now.
さて、もうすぐ着くな。あ、うん。やはりこしあんはいいものだ。
Are you going to give the rest of souvenirs to Mr. Riken and Kuzuki? I take a peek at the leftover openyaki in Ize's bag. I have some left too, but if I split it equally by the number of people, well, on the other hand, the amount Dize has...
しまった。買い食いなどをしたと父上に知られれば禁足者だ。仕方がない。エミヤ、手伝え。
Wait, are we going to eat them up here? Okay, fine, I could use some tea.
まったく。お山ではまんじゅうやお茶が怖い。
I'll bring you refreshments, Dize. Well, that was an interesting day of school. Huh. What should we do since there's nothing new, nor will it seem anything progress the story? So what should we do tonight? Spend time at the Emiya house, just sleep, or go investigate the town? Give anyone in chat another minute or an opportunity here to decide what we should do this evening. Spend time at the Emiya house, sleep it off, or head into town. Alright, well, if there are no takers, I guess we will, let's investigate town. Let's definitely take Saber. Hello? Did my game stop it stopped there we go. Hey! Ah, damn it! Yes, we will skip the scene. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got ourselves dead again, damn it. I really did try to go across the bridge, but it didn't work. Let's go talk to Fujide at the harbor just for kicks. Fujine? When I go to the port for the first time in a while, there's an unexpected visitor waiting for me.
あれシローだ。こんなところで何してるの？
Wondering what the hell you're doing here. I could ask you the same thing. Did you have some business at the port? It throws me off. Since we see each other from morning to night, it's different when we meet at a place like this.
シローも学校をサボってこんなところでうろうろしてちゃダメだよ。
Says the teacher ditching school, yeah? But you're also...
そうね。まあ今日くらいは多めに見てあげるか。連休前だし。
I thought she would pull my ear and take me back to school, but she must be in a good mood, as I dodged a bullet. Well, even if Fujine is in a good mood, she doesn't approve of ditching More than in a good mood, she must be feeling down. You don't seem like yourself today.
そう？
Well, you would usually be like... I put my leg on the protruding part of the pier and strike a pose. Like a seeming character from the Wanderer series, or a captain pretending to have a pipe in his mouth. I am a sea woman. You'll burn yourself if you fall in love with a wanderer like me, saying something like that.
似合うかもしれないね。そういうのも面白いかも。
I don't know, it feels weird even more now. I imagine it for a moment, but it would be weird for a sea captain to be at this port after all. But it's oddly natural if it's Fujine. Wait, can you even get a sailor suit with striped shirt and pantaloons nowadays?
ん？セーラー服なら私もちょっとすごいわよ。
Wait, you have a sailor school uniform? Back then it was, oh, but please don't bring your sailor uniform. A sailor uniform on somebody 20 is a tough look. It is tough to look at. On someone over 20 is tough to look at. Ugh. We're at the port, so Fujine might look good in in an actual sailor suit.
海ね。そういえば、そういうものを着てた頃に桐次さんを追っかけてたな。
Fujine murmurs nostalgically, looking into the horizon of the port. I don't know what Kiritsugu was thinking, but he would often go overseas by riding a cargo ship from this port. Even if I told him to go on a plane, he would tell me, "No, Shiro, hiding yourself among the cargo is also the spirit of adventure." Well, I think it's better the way you did chase after him.
そうよね。パスポート持たないで国外に行ったら送り
Or,
返されちゃ
I
う
think
し。
it's better that you didn't chase after him. My bad. Wow. I apparently cannot read tonight. So she would have chased after him if she had her passport. Not just the passport, but there's also a visa inspection, so I wouldn't recommend a travel companion like Kiritsugu. Fujine is also a woman.
海外に出かける時の桐
Obviously.
次さんをここまで追っかけてね。でも連れてってって言えなくてね。
I see.
桐次さんにシロを頼んだよと言われて、わかりましたってそればっかり。一回無理して追っかけて海外で何してるのかちゃんと見てくればよかったな。
She laughs helplessly. It's not like I saw what Kiritsugu was doing on the other side of the ocean with my own eyes. But I would simply be waiting with Fujine and looking forward to Kiritsugu coming home and talking about absurd stories without knowing when that would be. I should have gone too.
そうよね。私たちを一回くらい連れて行ってくれても罰は当たらなかったと思う。
But we have no idea where or what the old man was doing. It's fine if it was like Europe or something. But if he saw some mysterious ancient race that claimed to be descendants of aliens in the hinterland or Africa, I don't think that's crazy, but something similar is possible. Kiritsugu went to the Andes or Amazon rainforest. I was troubled when he brought back some mask where some bizarre spirit might come out as a souvenir.
アフリカ？ねえ、トラいるかなトラ？
I don't think so. Even if there were, he said they don't jump out conveniently in front of a camera.
大丈夫大丈夫。お姉ちゃんがいるから虎だって一撃で退散できるかな。剣道は3倍弾だけど肉食獣とは猟銃を持ってようやく対等。ぬぬぬ。
Are you Kiyosama Kato? Being more than on par when fighting a tiger like Saber and others, like Saber and the others world. Fujine starts to visualize fighting a tiger. In her imagination, it seems like she has enough of a chance to win.
難しいわね。孤島の大技物があればかろうじて。
Oh, don't take out the old man's collection for something like that. First of all, Kiritsugu is a mage and Fujine is a warrior. I might be thinking about my old man because the atmosphere of this wharf. Fujine must also be talking in nostalgia.
でも桐次さんもね。やめましょう。
Yeah. Hey, Fujine, shouldn't I take you to the other side of the ocean on behalf of Kiritsugu sometime? Oops. Did I say something dumb?
逆よ。私がシロを海外に連れて行ってあげるんだから。卒業旅行とかあるでしょ。
I don't want to go on a graduation trip with a teacher accompanying me.
もうシロったら恥ずかしがっちゃってこの。
Don't be stupid, I'm not embarrassed, I'm saying that's pathetic. Okay, so we have something new at the park. Oh, we're definitely going to the train station. I guess this is everything. I compare the things in my hand with the note. I had to go out to Shinto for my work, so I also took over Sakura and Ryder's errands. In my bag is a bottle of spices that I don't know how to use, and a hardcover book. Isn't half of the things Sakura asked me to get Tosaka's? There's some things that I don't ever need to know if they're used for cooking. I don't even know if they're edible, or bottles that only have Chinese characters on them. Well, lately Sakura has been learning cooking from Tosaka too, so she might be trying to challenge herself in cooking Chinese food. In that case, it's dangerous that Japanese food is my only advantage. Maybe I should compete and try learning German food from Stella too. As I'm thinking that while walking, I feel like a familiar figure. I turn around and find a woman who came out of the store that handles clothes from overseas. She's carrying a lot of things with dangerous and clumsy footing. Now I feel like I've definitely seen her somewhere before, but who is that?
あら、セイバーのところの坊やじゃない。
I love Castor's outfit. Huh? Castor?
ほうけた顔してどうしたの？
I love the outfit. That is super cute. Well, you know, you can usually only see Castor's mouth and hands from her robe, but more than something trivial like that. I'm surprised. You're a beauty. Or you're a beauty.
何を急に。
It's true. Castor is beautiful. There's no way around it. She is. Well, that doesn't matter. Oh, I need to fix my habit of saying whatever comes in is on my mind out loud. That's a lot of stuff. Do you plan on bringing all this home by yourself?
それがどうかしたの？
Well, I thought it seemed like a lot. It's true that it looks like there's a lot of bulky looking things. Well, Castor is also a servant, so it must be light for her. I think. She's lost miserably to Tosaka in close combat, so I guess she's a normal woman other than her magecraft.
もし大変だと言えば手伝ってくれるのかしら？
I'll help. I'm about to go home anyway. I offer my hand to hold her things, but Castor looks at me weirdly. Huh? Isn't that a lot to hold that much? Isn't it a lot to hold that much by yourself?
そう。それなら頼もうかしら。
Castor passes me the paper bag. It's heavier than expected and digs into the palm of my hand. Oh, this is oddly heavy.
細かいことは気にしないの。男の子でしょ、坊や。
That statement is somewhat of a contradiction, Castor. I can't argue back if she says that. Castor is friendlier than ever. You should have had someone come with you if you're going to buy this much. Like Ize or Mr. Kazuki.
今日は趣味の買い物ですもの。
Wait, what hobby
総
is
一郎
that?
様の手を煩わせることはないし、一星君が手伝ってくれるとも思えないわ。
Ize and Castor's relationship doesn't seem very good as always. They don't fight, but they don't seem to be formal towards each other. That's a problem. There are also monks living at Ryodu Temple, unlike our place, so they may not meet each other one-on-one all that often. Well, I can't say much about that. Castor, I didn't know you had hobbies too.
そう？娯楽を知らないサーバントなんてバーサーカーくらいじゃないかしら。
Is that how it is? Come to think of it, Saber enjoys eating, Ryder also likes reading books. The others must have some kind of thing they enjoy, and even Berserker must have some kind of hobby if he weren't summoned as a Berserker. He does have a hobby, breaking stuff. So what is it anyway?
ボトルシップの道具よ。
Ship in a bottle. Ship in a bottle. I feel like I've seen one recently somewhere. So the one that was on display in Ize's house was the one you made? I thought it was weird that there was something like that by the door of the temple.
変とは失礼ね。住職があそこに飾っておきたいって言うからあんなところに。
That was kind of rude. By the chief priest, you do mean Ize's dad.
他に誰がいるのよ。
I see. Ize's dad is a resolute man that oddly looks nothing like Ize. The man wouldn't think that displaying Castor's strange ship in a bottle at the temple or anything was weird. Oh yeah. I remember now. Castor, you stopped sending weird things. It's bothering Saber. Can you stop sending weird things? It's bothering Saber. I don't know what she sent, but Tosaka was grinning for some reason. That time...
キャスターが送ってきたものですもの。一応チェックしておくわね。
She said it and took it away. I just know that Saber, who who was called over by Tosaka, was troubled after that.
あら、せっかく似合ってたのに。
By look good, I wonder if the rest of the things are those kind of clothes. Castor, could it be that you're going to wear clothes like the ones you made Saber wear?
失礼ね。ああいうのは似合う相手に着せてこそ楽しいものなのよ。
I see, but I won't lend you Saber. I feel like Saber would look good in cute clothes that Castor would buy, but I don't think Saber will like it.
あら、残念。
Same goes for you. Is no one going to wear all those clothes that you bought? What a waste.
そうね。あの寺は着せ替えができそうな若い子なんていないし。
First of all, the only young person there is Ize.
そうね。彼は素材が悪くないんだから、女の子だったらよかったのに。
I mean, you are probably talented enough as in magecraft to do something about that, but I you probably shouldn't. We don't want to put you in the same category as Merlin. I bet he wouldn't like to hear that.
ああ、でもあのままでも。
Castor looks off into the distance. Ize cross-dress? That is an image I didn't need to see. Oh my god. Give me a break. That was the most I could say. Oh man, that hurt that hurt my brain. My eyes, I don't know if I can ever get that image out of my head now. Oh no. Oh. Let us just go to sleep for today. Hey, there's nothing new at the Emiya house. So we could... Okay, so we are either going to Tosaka's residence or the park to continue the story. Alright, let's do Tosaka's residence. This is probably gonna end horribly, but you know, it's revenge. The Tosaka house cleaning strategy that I couldn't accomplish by myself. The long-awaited revenge. Alright, 4 people is perfect. I'll put the whole damn team.
公園の魔術師2名ですか。
攻撃面に偏った編成ですね。私、聖職者だったらよかったかな。
ご心配なく、私とライダーがいるのです。シロウやサクラを危険にさらすことはありません。
They're talking as if we're going on a journey instead of cleaning. As we're talking about such things, I start to feel like this house is some magic castle where evil spirits from the mountains and rivers dwell.
しかしこの霊気、かつて古城に救う怪異と戦った過去を思い出させられ、血が騒ぎます。
Okay.
珍しく気が合いますね。私もこの館には住み慣れた実家のような懐かしさを感じていました。
創作亭には怪物なんて。
No, there's gotta be some, like, one in particular. It's starting to seem more and more like a dungeon. Like a dungeon, like a dragon guarding treasure, or a giant, or any demon on that level.
さて、ここで長話をすることもありません。
鍵は私が預かってます。配布は。
さくら、落ち着いて教えた通りに。今のあなたならそう難しいことでもありません。
大丈夫。
Oh boy. What did you
開きましたね。
do?
行きましょう、シロ。
お先にどうぞ。さく
Ryder pushes Sakura's shoulders.
お邪魔します。
ら、ただいまではないのですか。
ただいまっていうのは先輩のお家だけかなって。
Aww.
そうですね。それでは私も。
Ryder, who came in last, looks at the entrance.
あれ、先輩、扉に修理した跡があるんですけど、タイルもなんか汚れているような。
Yeah, isn't it fine if it's fixed? We're going to clean the tiles, so it's good timing. The tiles at the entrance have slight speckles of milk.
じゃあ私、お台所の整理を。
We know how those speckles of milk got there, too.
では私たちは力仕事でも。
Ryder takes out an apron. Thanks. You've all got dirt from the dust. You've all got dirty from the dust, so you should change too, Saber.
ええ。ではあちらで用意を。
Whee! There she goes. All right. We're cleaning the Tosaka house. That's this bit. Even if we have 4 people, we still have to roll up our sleeves.
お待たせしました。
Why is she in her armor?
では、どこから始めましょうか。
Well, we're done with our skit of exploring the magic castle.
いにしえの英国では武装して掃除をする風習でもあるのですか。
いえ、これは己への訓戒です。ここは魔術師の工房。どのような危険が潜んでいるか知れたものではあり
I
ません。
mean, she's not wrong. Watch out for flying milk.
かつて私は私の後見人の工房で高い授業料を支払いました。以来、この教訓を心に刻んだのです。
I wonder how much Saber had to pay for her to become this fully armed. She must have gone through a lot.
それと、絶対につまみ食いはしないようにと。食べた瞬間、水攻めならぬシロップ攻めが始まった時は、私も死を覚悟しました。
それは自業自得です。
It sounds like she did bring it on herself. Ryder brings her lips to my ear and whispers. What Ryder?
あのセイバーが屋敷の中を徘徊すればちょうどを壊しかねません。
I mean, in her armor? Maybe. Yeah, that one paid for wandering about inside the workshop might have been the court. The one that paid for wandering around the inside of the workshop might have been the court mage. Oh, hey, Saber, hold on.
なんでしょう。
About how we divide up the chores, I want to ask you to clean the basement. Ryder and I will clean the first floor.
わかりました。シローの指示に従います。
All right. There would be nothing to break in a place that's made of stone like that. Ryder and I discreetly sigh in relief.
これはこちらに動かした方がいいですね。
Got it. Then can you take it over there? She picks up the sofa that seats 3 people easily like a big prop for play. It helps to have you help out, Ryder.
力持ちの大女ですから、私は。
Yeah, I appreciate that. All right, I think I can do the floor. I think I'll do the
家
floor.
具類は雑巾掛けでしょうか。
I'm not sure. They all look like antiques, so I'll ask Sakura about how we should handle the furnishings.
了解しました。それとシロ、先ほどから何を撒いているのですか。
Used tea leaves.
お茶っ葉。
Yeah, the hair that falls onto the carpet is hard to remove, right?
はい。
You scatter dried tea leaves like this and suck those up with the vacuum. And see, the hair will come off with the tea leaves, right?
なるほど。生活の知恵ですね。
Just like that, the cleaning moves along smoothly and peacefully in the living room. I can be at ease leaving the kitchen to Sakura. So all that's left is Saber, who went to the basement, but... Did I just do something horrible to Saber?
そうですね。前に一度リンに聞きました。聖杯戦争開始前、ここで私を召喚しようと。
Yes, she absolutely
しか
did.
し、それで呼び出されたのはアーチャーだった。リンは何を触媒にしたのでしょう。ダンベル、サンドバッグ、エキスパンダー。これが召喚の触媒？
No, no, Saber. No, it wasn't.
リンはどういう意図でサーバントを召喚しようとしたのか。こんなところに特用プロテインの空き袋が。こちらはクレアチ、アミノ酸。ではリンが想像したセイバーというのは。残念です、リン。私とあなたは星の巡り合わせが悪かったようだ。これを触媒にした結果、筋肉質なアーチャーが召喚されたというのも納得です。
But that's not actually what she used as a catalyst.
しかし、もしかすると私は大のトレーニング好きと思われていたのでしょうか。
He didn't actually use a catalyst at all, which was part of her
セイバ
problem.
ーたるもの、こうして日々バーベルを。 剣は力で振るものではありません。威力はおのずから宝具の内にありますから、無駄な筋力はかえって足手まといです。そうですね。こちらのウォーキングエクササイザーでしたら。
What? Saber? Oh my gosh, she's actually enjoying the treadmill.
こちらはエアロバイク。これはボディーブレード。それにバランスボールも。おお、ぶら下がり健康器までありますね。それではこちらも早速。
Having too much fun. Saber, what are you doing? I call to her. Well, I seem to be interrupting her while she's having fun playing around.
シロ、これはリンの残した触媒です。
No, it's not.
もしや魔力を浴びて変化をきたし、悪しき影響をもたらしていないかどうかを一品一品調べていたのです。魔術師の工房では、物が魔力で意志を得て侵入者に襲いかかることもあり。
I imagine the bizarre scenario of me being attacked by a power tower. I don't have the confidence that I would be able to come back alive. Well, Saber, that's Tosaka's training equipment. It's not being used as a catalyst or magecraft materials.
そうなのですか?
She must be using this as a storeroom since she doesn't do any large-scale rituals anymore. Huh.
では、こちらの掃除を続けます。このトレーニング器具を一箇所にまとめておけばいいのですね。
Yeah, no need to go overboard with the basement. I was gonna ask you to clean outside too, but should I help?
いえ、私一人で十分です。
She just wants to go back to play.
シローは屋内の清掃をよろしくお願いします。
She bows towards me, and I nod. All right, next is Tosaka's room, maybe? Sakura! Sakura is reading something in Tosaka's room. She must have noticed that I came in as she hides whatever she was reading. What were you reading, Sakura?
読んでたって、姉さんの日記とか探してたわけじゃないんですよ。ベッドのシーツを直してたら、ポロッと英語の手紙が出てきちゃって、気になって目を通していたというか。
That can't be helped. Tosaka was careless for not storing her letters. But an English letter, you said?
はい。これなんですけど。
What Sakura showed me was an envelope that had the airmail border. It was from overseas. Who was it from?
そのからです。
The airmail was a letter from the Mages Association. Tosaka is a mage who is an administrator of these lands, so it's not odd that she'd directly receive directions or orders.
姉さんも大変なんですね。ほら、こんなに手紙も書類も広げっぱなしで。
There's a pile of opened envelopes and writing papers stacked up. Hiritsugu didn't get anything. I guess that's obvious since he was a freelance.
私の家にも来ませんでしたね。やっぱり姉さんはすごいな。
Sakura puts the letter back in the envelope and slides it back inside the bed like it was before. She's being considerate, but if that's the case, I feel like she should just leave it on the desk.
あ、姉さんに手紙書かなくちゃ。約束してたんです。
Like updating her on the current situation?
はい。何かあったら知らせてほしいって私が書きますから。先輩、姉さんに伝言はありますか？
Oof, that's really putting me on the spot. Can I give you a message later, Sakura?
はい、わかりました。晩ご飯が終わって落ち着いたら書きますから、その時私の部屋に来てください。
We casually make a promise to deliver a message to a distant foreign country. I leave Tosaka's room to Sakura and head toward the hallway to work on the guest room next door. I notice that Sakura is looking at Tosaka's room with a nostalgic look. Sakura?
ごめんなさい先輩。この雰囲気が懐かしくて、ちょっと物思いにふけっちゃいました。
I see. Do you remember the past?
それがほとんど覚えていないんです。昔は私の部屋があったみたいなんですけど、もうなくなってましたし。
I see.
でも
Sakura picks up the photo frame from the table.
この時のことはちゃんと覚えてますよ。
Tosaki gave you your hair tie, right? I heard the ribbon that Sakura has in her hair is what Tosaka had on.
姉さんの手作りでお気に入りのリボンだったんです。髪と髪留めは女の魔術師の最後の切り札ですから、とっておきのを作ってました。
So you got that when you parted with Tosaka?
はい。姉さんが私の髪に結んでくれました。
I believe when Tosaka tied that into Sakura's hair, it was also with the promise that they'd be sisters again. I see. Tosaka gave her most important remnant to her little sister, who she could never see again. Tosaka isn't usually honest.
それでお題は格安のエメラルド3カラット、年利 3% にサービスでおまけに分割ボーナス払い歓迎だって。
She's really greedy even at times like that. Wait, what? I didn't know Tosaka was a miser from such an age.
子供心に考えました。年利 3% の複利だと15年でエメラルド 4.5 カラット分になるのかなとか、分割は年12回払いなのか24回払いなのか、早期返済は可能か、ダイヤモンドに貸し換えできるのか。
Wait, why does it turn into all that talk about loans?
姉さんって昔からああいう人なんですよ。
Tosaka, what an awful person. I hadn't even gotten a taste of a tenth of her awfulness.
ところがですね、そうじゃないんですよ、先輩。
It's a tough topic, yet Sakura's smile is playful.
ですね、姉さんは大事な人ほど多く貸しを作るんです。
Huh?
もし私にこれをプレゼントしてくれたらそれっきりじゃないですか。姉さんはそれが嫌だったんです。私を大事に思ってくれたからこそ高い貸しをふっかけたんですね。すごく真剣に必ず返すのよ、さくらって姉さんに言われた時に私は思ったんです。姉さんはずっと私を覚えてくれるからこんなに返しきれないほど貸しが高いんだって。だから姉さんは先輩にもたくさん貸しを作ってるんだと思いますよ。
I see. I felt bad thinking that I was always causing her trouble by being indebted to her.
逆に姉さんに歌詞を作れるのはもっとすごいですよ。
Far more impressive to have her indebted to... Yeah, it would be.
署名捺印の入った借用書とかがないと生半可には借りたことを認めませんから。
I feel like you'd need a form of notarized deed or court ruling or something when having someone like Tosaka in your debt.
私ももっとしっかりして一回でいいですから姉さんに貸しがありますって言ってみたいですね。
I'm sure that'll happen soon. Don't tell Tosaka that we talked about this, okay?
そうですね。知られたら姉さんきっと怒ります。
We both laugh a bit. I feel like I understand Tosaka's complicated parts a bit more. Then,
さくら、伺いたいことがあるのですが。
そうでした。お掃除続けないと。
shoot, we won't get things done even if we keep going unless the sun sets.
では、チャキチャキっと片付けましょう。
Yes, let's get all the cleaning done.
アンファング、ミッチェルシュタンド。うまくいったかな、ライダー。
ええ、上出来です。
The long Tosaka house cleaning has finished.
それでは皆さん、今日はどうもお疲れ様でした。
Sorry for making you three help out.
いえ、シローこそご苦労様でした。
ええ、結局全員の担当箇所を手伝っていましたからね。
We leave the deserted Tosaka house. I don't know when the owner of the mansion will come back, but until then, we need to keep this house clean. Oh, sweet, we're sending a letter. We are sending a letter to Rin. And Sakura is gonna write it in the evening. Awesome. So we have something new at the school. Yes. However, we'll head back to the school next time in the next stream. Just want to remind everybody that we have another episode of SAO Fatal Bullet Solo Challenge coming out tomorrow, so please do check that out. And we'll have some more of my Star Rail journey on Friday. Alright guys, well we will catch you in the next one. Bye for